helping out Daryl. He said he's trying to connect his website to go high level. So we're taking a look at that, kind of set that up, and just kind of how it works. It's kind of like a first come first serve kind of. Everybody rapid fire questions, of course. If you want to get in line, you can raise your hand at the bottom. There's a little click to raise your hand, and you can kind of like wait in line, kind of, I guess, to get your question answered. But yeah, that's kind of how it works from there, brother. So hey, Nicholas, what's good?
Nicholas,
I
what's
see you
up,
out here,
Nicholas?
bro.
How you doing?
Yo, okay.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, and you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Dang, bro. Guys look like you're in paradise. Good Lord.
Yeah, I'm on a beach right now. Y'all want to see the beach?
Yes, of course. Oh, dang. Okay.
Okay, at the beach. You see, this is what I'm
Bro,
telling you. Whether if you're at F1 or at the beach, you're taking these coaching calls,
we're
man.
winning, bro.
Love
We're
it.
winning out here,
Yeah.
bro. But yeah, let's get into. Sorry about that, Daryl. Sorry, we got a little distracted. But but yeah, I can see your screen right now, brother. So basically, what was the issue you said with connecting to go high level?
All right, yeah. So I'm just gonna show you this quick. So
Mhm.
this is like the sales funnel I kind of made on Claude, right? And so I copied the code and I'm putting it into the custom CSS on like a new funnel in GHL. And then I go to save it and nothing shows up.
Did you copy the HTML as well?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Because there should be a section. Because I've never hard coded anything into Go High Level, but the custom CSS specifically, I think you need the HTML as the bottom of so it can attach the CSS. So you feel me?
Hold on.
Sure, no problem.
So can you see this one? Like, so at the bottom is supposed to say HTML?
No, yeah. So basically, on the right side, all that's HTML. So like basically, that's the HTML code that like. So basically, how it works. So just to get kind of techie. So with your website, HTML is basically the bottom, the bare bones section of the actual website. So it's all the hard code part of the website. The CSS, all CSS is just a design. So like basically it's the colors and all these things. That's what CSS is. So to load in, I've never loaded in a website completely from text. I never like hard coded one. I would assume though, if you were to add the entire website in it, you would have to add the HTML first and then add the CSS on top of that because they go hand in hand. You feel me?
Would it all be in right here?
Yeah, so all of that should be all the HTML. I don't know where you would add that in though.
Because
I'll
there's
be
also
honest.
like elements.
Yeah, but these elements are more for like they're more for like adding in directly onto the system of Go High Level. So if you want to add like the website you just made there, I'm thinking you're gonna have to that. But honestly, bro, I think what you should do instead to make it easier is if you made that in Claude, you should probably just host that on Claude or another website, and then you should copy and paste the code from Go High Level into that website. You know what I'm saying?
Can I
No,
actually have
not
something to
really.
add to this, if you don't mind? So I do
Sure.
the same. I don't know if this applies specifically to that funnel, but for me, I built my website on Claude Code, and then I do like a third-party integration with Google Analytics. So you can there's this one line of HTML that you can put, or I think it's HTML, in your actual Claude website. I don't know if you use Claude or Claude Code, it shouldn't matter. And then from there, you can hook up Google Analytics to Go High Level, and then it's really easy to look at. So like that interconnection from Google Analytics is just like, that's what I use personally. It just allows you to track how many people are on it, what buttons are clicked, stuff like that. And it's just a lot easier. You just put the code in one time.
Okay, sweet.
I can after this meeting, I can just send you what I did if that helps.
Lit.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Thanks, man.
Lit, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, JT. Because yeah, that's I've never done that before. Let me be honest.
Shout out to JT also. Everybody take a page out of freaking JT's book by making content for yourself. I love JT's
Oh, yeah, I
content.
appreciate
I
that.
literally see it
Yeah.
every day, and I'm like, I fucking
Yes.
love this guy, yo.
My Instagram is to play, dude.
No, I appreciate that. Oh shit, I didn't realize my camera's off real quick. I'm turning it on.
Dude, no, you're good.
No, I usually I like to have it on. Usually, I like the I'm doing content. Might as well have the camera on.
No,
No,
I
yeah,
know,
I feel
bro.
like if
Sure,
you,
I
Exactly.
see it every day. You probably see all of our stuff every day.
yeah, no, yeah, I do. No, it's cool
Mhm.
because like, I mean, the organic method is one of the best ways to do it. It's like, yeah, the
Yes.
results are slow. You got to build it up, but like,
Yeah.
I view it as I just if I'm posting every day, it'll get to a certain point where people just start reaching out to me, and it's free leads. So
Exactly, bro.
Absolutely. And mind
That's
you,
the play.
another thing that I want you to take into consideration, like even if you're not using the short form organic content agency module to the T, like I literally have in place like more than about 15 different types of content that have worked for me and for 23 other different businesses that have even been working since I was running that agency anyway, to either go viral or to get clients. Because at the end of the day, it's just like, even if you have a web design agency, even if you have an AI automation agency, it's like organic content is always the move, whether it's the long play or the short term, if you can go viral. But on top of that, like if you use it as an additional distribution channel, like you're gonna crush. Like there's no other option.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna do really well. And JT's just for
Mhm.
everybody who's not like watching his content. JT's just an example. Like literally 3 weeks ago, he had a viral video go from 5.7 million views. I can only imagine how many people that came in through that
Mhm.
organically, in addition to his own marketing efforts, like through us or through everybody else. So shout out to JT.
Mhm.
Can't wait to see you in Miami with me in F1. Just want to say that. Just
Mhm.
yeah, hell yeah, I appreciate that.
Indeed.
Yeah, with that video, I mean, it was kind of tough because like there's the top of funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel, and then like the viral stuff is that top of funnel. So it's like,
correct.
it honestly, in some ways, I will say, kind of hurts you because if a video like that goes viral, that's just like a skit. The people who
Yeah.
follow you because that was humor versus like, and then what I've noticed is now when I post
Mhm.
stuff about my work, they're like, I don't give a shit about that, which is tough. But at the same time,
Correct.
doesn't matter. I think that the more people the more times your face gets in front of people, that's what it
Correct.
is for me. Like it is
That's
what it is, right?
There's like a balance,
Correct.
right? So I totally agree. So
Right.
when it comes down to it, because for me, it's so funny. So I like you see most of our pages Pedro. I'll be honest, most of it's Pedro. The reason why
I
is
love
because like
short form, guys.
I hate short form content, bro. I hate it because like for
He
me, it
hates it.
doesn't seem
It's okay.
that it's not as valuable as long form. So for me,
Yeah.
I'm all over the YouTube channel. So like I do handle all the YouTube, but like you can see our short form, it gets a lot of views and it's great. We do get clients from it. But for me, it's like I'm more like I want someone to just tell me what to do. Like just tell me like step by step. Okay, how do I do this? X, Y, and Z. So like for me, it's kind of funny how like it's a balance, right? The top of funnel, bottom of funnel. It's always a balance to make sure you have content that's
Yes.
helpful, but also gets eyeballs.
True.
Mhm.
Also, I will say a credit to YouTube. And you have to take into consideration it's just like the validity of somebody having a YouTube channel. And you can check this out literally via Neil Patel or Gary Vee. It's literally 47% as far as trustworthy in comparison to like short form. So you have to make up in short form with literally being on top of mind 24/7 with either people in volume or just consistently going viral. The way that we're doing it essentially is just like every single time that we have a goal TM process, we have 10 videos going out. So then what's literally somebody doing in the light of everything? They're just basically checking out our profile. You're like, oh, this dude actually knows what he's doing. Oh, he has a link. Oh, we have like an appointment that's literally being set. Oh, this, that, and the third. Because so there's a lot you have to do in the back end and in the front end. But both strategies work. But I will say that YouTube off rip, like even if you just have 100 subscribers, like validity is like up the wazoo in comparison.
Mhm. Facts. Facts.
Yeah. I also want to say like I was in a point at one time where I was like, I don't want to put myself on camera. I don't want people who know me to see it. And you literally get to a point where you realize, fuck them. You know what I mean?
Fuck 'em.
Actually, it's like I actually had a friend I knew in college text me, "Are you okay?" And I thought that was so funny because it's like, wow, some people just don't understand. Like some
Wow.
people just aren't about it. But yeah, if you can get over that hump of people seeing it, like my grandma found it. I was like, oh my god.
Yes,
So
brother.
yeah,
Dude,
Brother,
tell me
yes.
about it, bro. That's so funny because before this, guys, I'm so glad you said that, JT. Because so before this, I used to do YouTube, right? Specifically YouTube automation, and I had a channel where I was doing like you guys know the red pill content, like cheating women, like getting girls and stuff.
Yeah.
So
He was pretty
I was
successful at it though.
dude, I was making like 30 grand a month. Like I'm just doing that. Like
Wild.
it was a lot of
Wild.
it was wild, bro. But like I showed my face. So like one of my cousins sent me a picture of my video. He's like, "Oh, dude, like my friend saw you. Keep up with the good work." I'm like, "Oh shit, no." I mean, he's supporting it, but like, "Oh no, they know me for this red pill trash. I gotta stop this." Because like, it honestly, bro, I just felt like it was great money, but it just wasn't like something that I was proud of, right?
Yes. Also, another thing that I want to make very like if you guys like want to make it into the I guess the realm of like short form content or just long form content in general, like be wary of being content format famous. Because what JT was talking about specifically was skits, right? Like I've had multiple viral videos for multiple different industries literally happen all at the same time. But then what would happen is that the audience would only want to see that specific type of content. So if you're going to go viral, let's say if that's your intention, you have to understand that you have to have other different types of content in the back end running. So that way you're actually, okay, I'm making this video in order to make money and nothing else. And that's okay to go viral. But the main point is that you have to understand like videos to make money are not going to get views. Like they're literally just going to be like in the 200 mark, the 5,000 mark, the 10,000 mark. They're not going to be at the 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. So just take that into consideration. Don't be disheartened by the fact that like, oh man, this video's not doing well in comparison to like all this other shit. Blah, blah, blah. Like, don't worry about it. It's like, I have some of the best coaches specifically for me. It's literally make 1 billion views every single month as my coaches, and they all tell me the same thing. It's like, do not worry about the views. Just make the views happen and then make every single video intentional. And if you can see from our platform overall, we have so much different types of videos for different types of things. So
Thanks.
mic drop, not played.
But yeah, guys.
Does anybody have
But
any
yeah, guys.
questions?
Anybody cooking up with some questions?
I guess I might as well ask about that text grid thing, Zach. I know I saw
Yes.
you.
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I guess big picture, like, how does cold SMS on text grid work when it's literally like written in their policy that they don't allow that?
So basically for me, it worked. Okay, so let me just show you what it looks like on our end. So basically for me, it's worked pretty well. So you're gonna have, when you first start, it's gonna be like a little annoying. I'll be honest, it's gonna be a little annoying because they're gonna want to make sure that they're really just trying to make sure you don't spam people. That's really what it's about. But you can market, it's totally fine. The marketing system is totally fine. So for example, like you're gonna have, let me just show you. So I know I had the same issue where they're like, oh, like there was like a limit verification or something like with text grid specifically. How I went around that, I had that one time. I literally just talked to a text grid rep. I emailed them and I'm like, hey, I'm just using this to send out cold SMSs. They asked like, what are you using it specifically for? So I sent them my exact message that I was sending. They're like, oh, okay, cool. And they just approved it. So I think you're just gonna have to talk to somebody in the back end to have it get approved. But just to kind of look at like what we sent before, if I go to is it this one? I can go and show you kind of what the cold SMS system kind of looked like. Oh, I'll go to my opportunities. So basically here, like, let me show you 1 second. One second here. Yeah, so basically this is just an example of the people we've messaged to cold SMS. So literally like this is exactly what we said to them. So for Green Valley Landscaping, we just said, hey man, this is Zach. Can you handle 50 new jobs in the next couple of weeks? And he graciously said, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But basically, so yeah, dude, you can definitely run it. I think you just need to go to like the heat ticket section and be like, hey, look, this is exactly what I'm sending. Like, it's totally fine. Like, let's just confirm it with me so I can get that limit taken care of.
Okay, yeah, because I think maybe the problem is that I didn't define it when I made the campaign. Like when I made the campaign, what I input for what I wanted to do was mainly just like once I have a client, like the opt-in marketing. And so obviously I'm at a point where it got blocked because it saw the spam. And that was just in me reading the documentation where it's like everything they say is like, oh, you must opt in. So you're just saying if I reach out to someone and explain, hey, I'm doing this, this is what I'm going to say, and they just know I'm doing it, this is a real business, then they can approve it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I had to do. So basically, if you're having that issue, like in the actual system, what I say is talk to them, be like, hey, look, so all of my stuff is completely like compliant. I don't have to worry about that. Message them directly. And then if that doesn't work, it may take a day or two if it doesn't work. If that doesn't work, I would try to actually create a new number and connect it to that same campaign to make sure if it's not a number issue. If that doesn't work, then I think we'll have to talk to them again, specifically hop on a call with people. No, cool. What's good, my boy? What's good, Elias? What's good? But yeah, so basically, that's what I think you should do. That's what they should, that's yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does that answer your question, JT?
Yeah, I just didn't want to reach out to them if it was like, if, you know, I reach out to them and, hey, I want to run a cold SMS campaign, and they're like,
oh yeah,
you can't do that, and whole account blocked.
oh yeah, no, they won't do
Yes.
that. Basically, just let them know, hey, it's for like tell them it's for marketing slash how do I say, customer care. Say the marketing slash customer care.
But do you say the words, I'm running a cold SMS campaign, or do you stay away from that?
Oh no, I didn't say that. But I don't think it really matters. If you want, you can stay away from it. Because honestly, I don't think they really care, bro. Because like they just don't want you to spam people. Because like if you make sure you let them know, hey, look, I'm sending messages to people who are potential clients of mine, right? And they have opted in. We do give them opt-outs. We do follow the processes. Then they should be totally fine. There's no legal issue with that. I think they do that and they pause you just to protect themselves legally. Because of course, if you don't add an opt-out, if you don't have people who have consent, then they could sue, right? That's kind of what it comes down to. But if you say, hey, look, I'm trying to send this out. It's for customer care. I'm sending out to potential clients. I have the opt-outs. I have everything sitting here. There's no reason why I should have any issue with sending these texts. You feel me?
Okay. And then do you think it'd be nice to put a screenshot of the message that failed? Be like, this is what I tried to send.
Exactly. 100%. Send that as well. And then you even send the system in the snapshot of everything that I send as well, which has the opt-out where it says just say stop if you want to stop, things like that. Just make sure they understand exactly that, like, we're not breaking any rules there. You feel me?
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you. That makes sense.
100%. Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. It's lit.
And keep the content up, JT. You're doing great. I see your numbers, my G.
Yeah, man, it's every day. I'm trying to put at least one thing out every day, whether it's a carousel, a reel, a post, just just growing.
I would also
saying.
say just in comment of what you're doing right now. You're crushing right now as far as viewership. To start taking into consideration is like what's the intention behind every single video on short form. And if you're looking strictly for sales, specifically very quickly, carousels have had an uptick in the last 3 months. I've been confirmed by this by like everybody that I talked to, being Brian Mark, Adley Kinsman, Ryan McGinn, and literally carousels are just doing really well for everybody and for us too. So just take that into consideration for the next 3 months.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, I think I'm at a point where I need to redirect because it is difficult to come up with a new idea every single day. And like for me, like I still have a full-time job. So it's like I get home, I have this, the 9 to 5, then I have the 5 to 9, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it can be difficult to like come up with something of quality. And then of course when that video went viral, it's like now trying to figure out how to, I have a bunch of new followers that followed for that, but really I'm trying to go in a different direction. So it's gonna be slowly steering that content towards that.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I would recommend more so than anything else, just please do me a favor, like literally do this today. Just check out the short form organic content module. Because literally, like, you could supplement that with text on screen videos. You could do this with B-roll, with literally your daily life and in general. So that way you can actually pump out more content. Because the thing is that like one video a day or one post a day isn't going to cut it anymore, respectfully. It's like literally there's just so many people, because of the fact that you have to like supplement people with how many videos you're basically throwing in front of their face. Like the only option is to put out more. And the way that you can do that is just by just making videos with your phone and then just crushing everybody. Like literally, it was like oversaturation is the game going into 2026. And I promise you, if you literally just uptick by just like not necessarily taking into consideration the quality on short form, but also like making sure you have like a good call to action, or you have like in the description a call to action or to follow, etc., you'll see a lot more people coming through the door, and then people actually wanting for your service. Like it's been working for us, and I'm only telling you this because I know for a fact it will work. Does that make sense?
Exactly. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, I see you do it, and literally I'll watch. I'm like, how does this guy keep up this volume? It's crazy. Respect though, obviously. But yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I think that's what it is. And yeah, no, I think it's that. And at the end of the day, trying to figure out how to make the post that funnel into the offer that I'm doing. Because I have another thing that like in the following is like, I realized like I've gotten to a point specifically with building websites with Claude Code where like I genuinely think I'm very good at it. And so I think another way to supplement making money is to teach people what I do, because I think a lot of people use Claude Code to make websites and they all look like dog shit, if I'm being honest. And there are specific things you can do to like prompt it, things you can install, take like ways you can get inspiration that make it look, someone sees it and they're like, how did you do that? So that's just like, that's not the main thing. Obviously the main thing is the agency, but that's kind of another one of those kind of like even if you click on the link in my bio, it has a HTML page that it's like, are you looking to learn how to build a website, or are you looking
Trust
to
me,
get
I
one
know,
done?
my G. I funnel hacked you, my G, of course.
I'm good.
The only thing that I would say as far as everything else is concerned is just like, if you want to settle up for quality, especially with everything that you're saying, it's like, leave that up for YouTube. Like, leave that up for question for YouTube. The reason being is because if you're literally going onto YouTube and you're putting so much quality into your videos, like, people will understand that, they'll appreciate that, right? And people will literally opt in. You can ask Zach about it all day, every day, and I will literally attest to it. I won't say anything prior or anything that's in contrary to that, because it's true. However, for on short form, there's also a positive uptick with your videos done on your phone, right? And this is just people telling me insider knowledge, right? Based upon like, and plus our metrics too, because like we're literally at 6-7 weeks and we already have like more than 120 appointments literally booked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only telling you this because volume actually works for short form, and the better you get to the idea where it's like, I don't really have to do too much, you know, I just have to basically operate and make videos in this specific funnel, especially the one that we talk about in our content flywheel, like I'm sure you're aware of, and you'll be able to get more clients and more appointments like on a consistent basis. If it works for them, it works for you.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I actually, so with the YouTube thing, I have one of my buddies who I lived with senior year of college. He's starting a clothing brand, and
perfect.
He's like doing, I don't know if you've seen like where the kind of ads, I've seen a lot of clothing brands do it, where it's almost like a little mini series that you film with like, he actually had a camera crew come in. He's doing that, which I think is a really good idea. And
yes, absolutely.
He's very religious. And he used to make videos about like just like kind of his own interpretations of the Bible and just giving his takes, like little 5 to 10 minute videos.
Beautiful.
Really cool. But he's going to transition that into like trying to talk, because the clothing brand is like Christianity tied into a clothing brand, which is interesting. So he's going to start making more videos about that. So he's kind of talking to me about it. So he's even seen some success with it, and it's nice to see like, oh, like my friend has done this, which is cool. With the YouTube stuff, it's just like I said, because I have a full-time job, like I only have so many hours a day, and it's like trying to figure out content and also the main business, right? Like there's a lot going on there, and like I need, for me, like I want to focus on this business, like the marketing agency, and getting more clients first.
As you should.
Before I jump into YouTube, right?
You can make your own hours. You can make your own prices. Makes sense.
Because obviously, the goal is once I can quit that job, there's 40 hours a week back. Then I'm going crazy. Then it's like
that's it, bro.
No, that's the constraint. No, they got a leash on me. They're holding me back right now with that job. But when that's
brother, it's golden handcuffs.
Bro. I'll tell you, it's the same thing. Once I quit and I completely switch, man, like that's it, dude. That's it, bro.
My main thing, we actually talked about it 2 weeks ago when I was not in Mexico. So sorry about that, guys. I was in Mexico last week. But we actually talked about it 2 weeks ago when I was on the call, and mainly it was essentially like, you just have to really make the amount of money that's okay for you to replace your job. You know what I'm saying? So just taking into consideration like how much, I don't know what your finances are, but more so than anything else is like, if you can get more clients in the sense while you have your job to replace your income, and that's all really you have to do. Now, taking that into consideration with content, if you're like super tied with everything that's going on in your life, it's like, yes, Zach and I have different opinions about content, what type of content to make, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the one thing that I know for a fact that we both agree is that if you're going to pick one distribution channel with content, pick one. You know what I mean? So you can focus on it and then double down on another one, which would be like either short form or vice versa being long form. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, and I think that it for me is Instagram right now, because that's been going well. I've seen a steady increase, and I think it's just grinding on that because I
Hallelujah.
can maintain it. Yeah.
Love that. Cool.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
If
indeed.
and
Sounds
JT,
good.
if there's any time, or any of you guys, if you ever just want to hop on a call for like 15 minutes and just be like, Pedro, could you just look at this video really quickly? Could you break me down to like the whole content flywheel that we have? Like, I'm down. Like, I'm okay with giving you guys that time because you're in here. You know what I mean? I won't say that to anybody else. I'll say fuck off. But but for you guys, for sure.
Love that.
Nice.
Same with me, my boy. Same with me. Same with me. Sounds good. Sounds good. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
my brother.
Anybody
I
have
just
any more
want to say,
questions?
want to let someone in. So it's good, Nicole. What's good? What's good, Elias? Welcome back, Daryl. Yes, Nicole. So okay, so basically, Nicole, we spoke before about the whole cold SMS getting you signed up with the situation. The one problem though is that I saw that with TextGrid, you can't have different cards under different sub accounts. So the thing is, though, I don't know if we could send it under our sub account, unfortunately, with TextGrid, because it's under our system. That's the only issue that I think would be an issue with it. I think what you can do, what I was thinking, what you can do. Oh, was Nicholas there? Oh, yeah, Nicholas is there. What I think what you can do, Nicole, is what you can do is I would say try cold calling and cold emailing to get your first client, Once you have your first client, then you can use their LLC to kind of create your own A2P verification system. Because the thing is, if that's the only way you get around it, I think that would be the only way to get around it, genuinely. Now, I have heard of different systems and softwares as well, called like Signal House. I don't know if Signal House requires an A2P verification as well. I would say take a look at Signal House, but for when it comes to TextGrid, I mean, I would love for you to be under ours, but like legit, the problem is that like it would be under our card. I'm sending you out for saying the quotes. I could see. We could try that. We could try that. The only problem is that if so, the thing is that we're also sending some out too. So like the money would kind of get kind of messed up. I don't know if that would be the best idea, honestly, brother. I think what would be better is if we can just get you an LLC or some sort of LLC with one of your clients and then setting that up there. You feel me? But I think if you can get the cold calling and cold email system, because you can start cold emailing as well. I think cold emailing still would work in your industry. I'll be honest, it won't be as good as cold SMS, but it would still work. I'd say try cold calling, which is free, and then cold SMS, cold email, which isn't too expensive as well. I think that might be the best bet for now. And then once you're good with that, you can transition over. Mm-hmm. Of course, brother. Of course, no problem. And of course, if you need, you said you were having issues with the cold calling system in general. I believe you and Nicholas spoke about it, where you guys were talking about how like the calls go through spam. Are they still going through spam? I think we spoke about this, Nicholas. You're fixed? Okay, beautiful.
Nicole
Awesome.
says
You're
mine's
fixed.
fixed now.
Sounds good. Also, Nicole, I'm still down. You said if you want to cold call together, I'm still down to help you out. So like, let me know when you do your first cold calls. I'm down to listen to you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Help you
amazing.
close the deals. You know what I'm saying?
Go call and put some hair on your chest.
Yeah, bro, that'll make you a man, bro. Cold calling, no joke. Bro, I'll be like, you get out of here, bro. I remember my worst cold call ever, dude. I don't know if I told you guys. I was cold calling somebody, and it was for a job I was at. And dude, so I called the person, and I'm like, hey, so I have this sales, whatever. I have this product. Then his son comes out, and he says, Dad, if you don't fucking buy me NBA 2K right now, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm like, what the NBA 2K? Okay. And he's like, no, Dad, you better buy me the video game right now. And he's like, son, sir, this better be important. I just lost $60 because of you. I'm like, what is this, bro? It's the craziest call ever, bro. Craziest call ever.
Crazy. I think my worst cold call was, and it actually turned out to one of our clients and for our agency. I called the dude at like 10 p.m. I think it was, and it was like a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, I don't do that anymore because it's Lord's Day, of course. But the dude was just like, he was just quiet and he didn't say anything for like a minute, and he was just like, "Do you realize what time it is?" I'm like, Yes. Do you realize we're trying to help you with your business? And then it's like, and then you got
It's time for you to give me your money.
It's all fun. Yeah. Right. So that's another thing. Cold calling or any cold outreach system, it doesn't matter what time you're doing it. Just be obviously considerate of people's timing. But if you're really after that bag, then you know what I'm saying, like 10 p.m. on a Sunday is a good time for me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Yes, indeed. Yes,
anybody
indeed.
else have any questions?
That the solution I got so far for the cold calls is that so I bought like two local phone numbers and I was
Mhm.
using that to cold call, but I think the volume I was calling at, so I would call like 100 to 150 per day. That's like too much volume. So someone else internationally told me that they have like 20, they have like 10 or 20 local numbers and they only call like 20 persons on each number. So maybe that might solve the scam likely labeling and, you know, make me able to, I guess, yes, so reach out to these people. But yeah, I'm going to try that from tomorrow and hopefully it works.
Exactly. And then also, Nicholas, you said so. I set up your sub account. So I set it up under the email you have on school. I believe. Let me check. Which was it? I believe it was. Let me check your email again. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it should be first name, last name at adeleweb.com.
Yeah, AdeliWeb. Yes, exactly. So Nicholas Ali at AdeliWeb. So just log in to go high level in general. Just log in there, and then once you put in your information, it should ask you to create a password, and then it'll just kind of be straightforward from there.
Question, right?
Mhm.
So I'm already under someone else's like DHL as a
Mhm.
licensee and I have that same email. Would there be a conflict in that?
Oh, there would be. Yes, there would be because like you can't log in with the same exact email. So I think what I have to do. Do you have another email I can set up with?
Yeah, yeah. I'll send you. Yeah, I'll send you that text. That's no problem.
Beautiful. Yeah, it sounds good. Put it in the chat or just text it to me, and then I'll make you another one. No problem.
Okay. Thanks so much.
Of course, anytime, brother. Anytime. All right, my brother Daryl. Do you got any other questions? Seem a little quiet.
Not at the moment. I'm just eating right now.
Oh, you're eating? Okay, cool. No
Okay.
problem,
What you
guys.
eating?
No
No, I'm playing. I'm just playing.
Eating rice, brother.
I have a question for you guys, if that's all right. Have you guys tested out like AI video ads yet, like with Six Feel and Nano Banana stuff like that?
using AI ads.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah,
guys tested it for your?
Oh yeah. That's all me. I got you. I
absolutely.
got you. So basically,
Absolutely.
we use arcads.ai. Arc ads pretty cool. Not too expensive. I think it's like 99 a month or something like that. But the real issue is that we got really good numbers. Like we got really good, like a click-through rate was high, link click-through rate is high, but we did got like not many leads or bookings. So I think people are clicking on it like, what is that? But they're not really like, going through with it. I don't know. It didn't work that well
Oh,
for us, genuinely. So we decided to go like just real life ads. I feel like that's much more better, much more trustworthy.
Yes. Main
okay.
main thing, at
Mhm.
least via our metrics, right? It's just like, um, at least the ads that worked for us the best were essentially picture ads, like just like still images, and then on top of that,
Mhm.
any like really high edited, like high quality type of video ad,
Cool. I'll
roughly.
be right back,
And
guys.
then we're literally talking about a click through rate of roughly anywhere from like 5% and above, which industry average is roughly like 1.5 or 2.3. And to be honest with you, it's just like I think people are just really tired of seeing ads. They're freaking exhausted with all these people. Like they're coming after
Right.
my ass right now from the police. No, I'm just complaining. But they literally they're super tired of all these ads that are just like super inauthentic, and more so than else, like I guess a point to that is that Claude right now is actually putting out a lot of UGC, like user generated content, and just literally vibing with a bunch of different content creators to make these types of ads that are like, oh, like I use Claude in this really creative way and blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, like now they have like 100 million views per freaking video, and just like a bunch of people just using Claude overall in comparison to OpenAI. So my main thing is just that like the best stuff for us has been like still images or overall just highly edited, like really great quality videos that actually have like a genuine like feel to it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, I can also add to that I use Nano Banana, Kling, like all of it. Like I have a Higgsfield subscription, and it's like I think that Pedro's right. It's like I feel like business owners nowadays like the authenticity behind if they're going to see an ad because it is so easy. Like anyone under the sun can make an ad, can do this and make a UGC video of this with this Swedish model talking about X, Y, and Z. And I think there's such an
I'm dead.
oversaturation of it that it's becoming higher quality than ever to just have your face. And I think that's for the same reason why talking head style videos are blowing up on social media for that reason. So
1000%.
Yeah, I think, I agree. I think for me, like I've seen the most action on my ads if it's just very simple, nothing going on, your offer, or just talking.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. And on top of that, it's
I think
just like
authenticity, bro.
and on top of that, just an extra kind of like, I guess like maybe a light bulb sort of situation. It's just like if you're going to make videos in order to like turn them into ads, like just please, for the love of everything holy, make sure that there's an offer on there. Because Zach and I, we work with certain clients that they send us some scripts and we're just like, dude, you are absolute dog water with ass turned sideways till Sunday. Okay.
Hey, look, that's why they hired us. We're the marketing guys. That's why they hired us.
Right. Exactly. So I just be like, well, one of our clients, Leo, he's a life insurance agent, and I'm just like, dude, like what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, and it's like we're gonna have to film this, redo this all over again, and it's just like, I knew you put this through ChatGPT, you asshole. Anyway, but the point is, it's like literally just take into consideration that you're just stressing the offer more so than anything else. And Zach has a really great video on this specifically. It's just like, remember, you're leveraging two things, which is time and money. If you can literally save anybody one of those two things, or at least one of those two things, or maybe both of those things at the same time, that is fantastic. And everybody will literally just throw money at you.
It's facts.
Sounds good. Question, Zach. So regarding that's going to be my main channel going forward. How did you like structure your course? Like did you say, hey, business owner,
Nicholas, could you, I'm so sorry. Nicholas, could you repeat what you're saying? Because you sound like a transformer.
Yeah, I think it's these headphones out. 1 second.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me better now?
Oh my God, yes.
It's me when I'm calling Zach on FaceTime audio, yo. That's funny.
Bro, I swear. This is like, what'd you do? Like, it sounds like you're speaking the future.
No, so I was saying, right? So how did you structure your cold calls when you did like calls? Was it using like a particular script, or did you go like off the cuff? How did you structure it?
Exactly. So in the course, the exact script that's there is the exact script I use, like not even changing anything. How I did it was that I actually so for me, I was like, in the beginning, I'm like, I need a client. So I didn't even like call on Go High Level. I gave my personal cell phone. I didn't care. I'm like, I'm ripping this list. So what I did was I got a list specifically from a Fiverr, which was about 10, they gave me about 5,000 people. And I started with people around my area, so my local area. Then I used the exact same script in that call, in the course. Then I used the Excel sheet that we gave you. So let me share my screen and kind of show you what the Excel sheet looks like. I'm sure you guys seen it, but let me just walk through it again just in case. So basically here, if I go to Classroom in this appointment setting, so this exact Excel sheet is in Tracker is exactly what I did. So we go to Tracker here. It basically maps out everything that you would do, and it tracks everything. So of course you have the business name here. You guys can see this, right?
Yes. Also, gentlemen, my phone is about to die, and so just in case if I leave, that's the reason why.
Yeah, we can.
Sure, 100%. So basically, of course, it talks about the business name, the owner, the niche, the notes, and it tracks all of your KPIs when it comes to pickup rate and the booking rate. So for example, let's say, I'm calling a plumber. So I'd be like, the business name, Plumbers R Us or something, right? Then after that, I would add the name of the owner if I can get the name of the owner. Sometimes you can't, sometimes they're not there. But if I can get the name of the owner, I'll be like, okay, the owner's name is Bobby, whatever. Then of course I'll do HVAC, which is or home service, which is the niche. And I just add some notes here. Sometimes the notes are like, hey, He was rude, whatever. He wasn't there, whatever. But basically, so these are really the numbers you're going to want. You want to see if they picked up. If they picked up, you type in yes, and it adds as part of the KPIs. You want to add the name of the gatekeeper if they have one. Then you want to ask pitch to owner. So does that mean have you pitched and spoken to the owner and gave him your offer, right? If the offer is there, you click yes. Then if there's a callback, sometimes they're not there. You have to call them back. You can choose a day of call, like say Friday or whatever, which is whatever, on Friday, whatever. But if they are good, you don't put a callback number here. And you just put appointment booked, right? So that's kind of how we would track it. Then the second page where the KPIs were. So the KPIs are basically exactly the numbers you need to hit to make sure that your pitch is good, right? So we track how many owners you talk to, how many appointments you got, how many appointments booked, things like that. So it's all kind of walking through in the course there. So basically with that, I just cold called like 150 a day. I just really ripped the list. And then I was able to book about maybe 5 to maybe 6 meetings a day. And I would go in person because of course they were local. So that was really good. After that, that's kind of my whole process. After that, I hired some cold callers to call for me. And that's when things really took off because I didn't do everything. It was awesome. But then basically I need to add that section about automating and hiring, which is going to be added in a couple of weeks. But basically I cold called myself. I used the same script. Once I got to a situation where I had enough money, I could hire a cold caller to do all the outreach for me, right? Mm-hmm.
Understood. Okay, nice. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, and I really did. I started using the cold call script recently, and yeah, it has been like really helpful in terms of tracking the amount of like pickups to like meeting books, that ratio. Yeah. So
Nice. Also, dude, there's a hack. So if you're in a situation where you're like, I hate cold calling, which everyone does, what you can do is you can actually hire commission-based cold callers. So you can hire people who only get paid when you actually book a call for you. So if you want to be in a situation where like, I really just want to fill my calendar, don't really want to handle it, you can do that. I would suggest though, you should cold call first to know how to do it before you hire somebody. Because just in business in general, you don't want to hire somebody and not know if they're doing a bad job. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know how to know the ropes before you hire somebody. But once you get to a point where you have the money to like hire a cold caller, you can pretty much do it like as soon as possible to kind of make sure that's running. So you don't have to worry about, the whole issues of doing it. Because I'll be honest, like out of all the outreach systems, cold calling is probably the fastest because you're going to get a hold of the person immediately, but it's probably the toughest. And of course, the best is Facebook ads. It's number one. But if you don't have the money for that, then I definitely suggest the other ones.
yeah, and I really do. I mean, I sympathize with that fact where say cold calling is really the fastest to get in front of the customer, potential customer. Because when I do cold calls to local businesses here in Trinidad, like I can call 30 businesses and book like 10 meetings, but like in the US, I don't know for this because of this labeling calls, that kind of really took me, but it took the pickup rate like really low, and then I mean, if only like 5 people picked up, 10 people picked up, it makes it harder for you now to, that get that ratio of all right, you call 100, 5 what you expect. So yeah, I think this method where we just call less persons with a number, it may work, and I mean I'm hopeful about it. Now it's just to put in the actual work.
100%, brother. So what you can section it out is like you can buy like 5 numbers, and each number you call 10 people. So it'll be like 50 calls a day, something like that.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I think I already have like 6. I'm gonna buy like 4 more, and so that way I can call like 15 to 20 on each.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Volume too, with cold outreach, I know it's volume, so it's just churning out enough.
It's all about volume, my brother. That's what it's about. Let's go. It's lit. Sounds good. And then also, Daryl, you asked where to hire a commission-based cold caller other than Fiverr, because I had a few interviews with Fiverr guys, but they're overseas and can't make calls to Canada. So that's where you need to go high level. So what I suggest you do is I'm going to make, if you want, Daryl, we can kind of hop on a call together and I kind of show you how to do it. But I'm going to need to make this part of the cold calling system. You're going to want to hire them through Upwork because Upwork is way better than Fiverr. So you're gonna want to post a job specifically, and then you're gonna have to have an application process. So I'm gonna share my screen and kind of show you how I found appointment setters for my agency. So I used basically Google Forms. It's feeling very simple. I use Google Forms. Perfect. So this is what it looks like here. So this is exactly what my hiring process was. So I look for cold callers as appointment setter here. So I just asked them simple questions like what their name was, what the email was, describe some of their past work. And what you always want to do, brother, is you want them to record a video of themselves introducing themselves and talking, because a lot of them are going to be from the Philippines and a lot of them will have terrible accents, I'll be honest, and we can't have that. Right, I'll be honest. So basically what you're going to do is they're going to have to record a video and send it to you, and all these responses are people who actually came and like, you know, applied with us and applied to work with us. So after a while you're going to have to see which one's the best one, which one has the best one, or think who's a good fit, and you just hire them, and then you kind of get in contact with them and walk them through everything, right? So you go on Upwork, post a job, and then once you post a job, get applications. The applications come in, and then once you hire them, you basically contact and talk with them on Slack. So I use Slack personally. Slack is really easy, but that's kind of how you section it out. But I will make a video about this and continue it on the cold calling system. But Daryl, if you want, like maybe sometime this week, I can kind of like just walk you through or send you a video on how that works as well, if you'd like. That sounds good. Let's do it, my boy. Let's do it. It's lit. And I can see, yeah, Pedro's phone died. Definitely. He was getting way too late at F1, bro. Getting way too late. But it's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, guys. I'm chilling. If that any other questions?
Yeah, Zach, honestly, this would definitely be something for like a separate call, but I've been getting beat to the ground with Facebook ads. I just can't figure it
Really?
out. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just getting to a point where like if you're down at some point to go through just kind of like, all right, like the offer for what I'm selling and then the structure of the ad itself. Cause I've been, even the one that you told me, like the one of the free website, it's like, it feels like people coming through have zero buying intent, and it's just not like, no one is qualified has come through that. And I know you said that that's worked for you, but in general, like, I feel like there should also be other ads that should be that's gonna be the only one, right? Like there should be other ads that work. And so like I've tried, I have a folder I can share during that where I have like a bunch of different image ads I've tried, completely different formats and everything, and none of them have worked. So I would just like to go through that.
Okay. You want to do it now?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Show me the ads that you used.
Okay. Hold on. You're gonna actually. I kind of said that like I need to put them in the folder. I don't actually have the folder. I have them, but like I need to organize it. So I have to give it a couple of minutes.
That's all good. That's all good. Yeah, I think because the thing is, Facebook ads, like it does take some time to get it down. I'll be honest, but once you get it down, like it just runs kind of on its own. What would you say? Would you say your issue is just so like we solved the lead issue? You're getting leads. I believe you're getting leads through, right?
So I think I sent that audio to you, and I was like, oh, I made this new ad, and I got one lead that day and didn't get another lead for 2 days. So that one actually died. So the only one that I saw consistent click-through rates and lead form fill outs was that free website one.
Okay.
And I even I went on Meta Ad Library, found ones that exactly what I'm doing. There's this one I made that seemed has been live for a year at this point. That was like a comparison between the competitors' pricing of a website to mine. That one hasn't worked. I don't know. I'm kind of lost, to be honest with you, at this point.
It's all good, brother. Don't worry. That's why we here. We got you. You know what I'm saying? We got you. It's always just probably a little bit of tweaks here. Do you know how much in total you spent on ads?
Let me check right now. Where this is raw, $400.
Okay. That's not crazy. It's not crazy. If it was a grand, I'd be like, okay, whoa. But like this is only 400.
Like, what are you doing?
You know what I'm saying? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and how many leads have you got?
11.
Okay, it's kind of high. And how many book calls?
3.
Okay. So then we just have an issue when it comes to What was the
Yeah.
what were the stats for the free website ad? What were the stats on that one specifically?
Seven leads. So 7 of the leads came from that one specifically. And
Okay.
then let me just straight up get the like everything here. So
Mhm.
that one. Why is this not? There we go.
Mhm.
So that one had a click-through rate of 3.11, and
Nice.
then a link click-through rate of 1.83.
Decent.
And then CPM on that was very high. That was 108.
Mm-hmm. Kind
I
of
think
high.
that, and then I guess cost per click, $6. That's high.
It's a little high.
Because I know that like this is a very like the whole meta ads is an auction, and I know that
Mhm.
there are, for how small this market is, there are so many agencies making ads. So I understand that's probably why the CPMs are so high. So I think
Mhm.
that's what it is. It's like it's costing me a lot of money.
To get in front of people.
Yes. Well,
Exactly.
but like that wouldn't be a problem if they were filling out the form, or better yet, booking a call, right?
Exactly. Exactly. I think when it comes, so you say, and what was the cost per lead on that one specifically?
$38.75.
Okay, so that's high. Okay. So then what we're gonna have to do is it's either I don't think it's the offer, it might be the creative. Because that offer is the best one that's working right now and the people are going through. What I say is, can you show me that creative?
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let
Yeah,
me find that one real quick.
100%. Was that the image or the video?
Is this the free website one?
The image?
Yeah, this one I pretty much took the one that you sent me and then rebranded it
Mhm.
to my own. I'm pulling it up right now. I just gotta log into the ads
No
manager.
problem. No problem.
If anyone else has any questions, feel free to ask. It's gonna take me a minute.
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How many people are here right now? Okay. 23. Okay, cool.
I got Grok to make me a ad creative, like just the picture for the free web design, same kind of thing. And
Mm-hmm.
I just want to send it to you and just kind of get you to review it, see if it's good. Because I don't
Sure.
know if you use any type of AI to generate the image, but every image that comes up, like the words will either be like blurry or it'll turn into like not English. You know what I mean? Or there'll be like
Some weird like gobbledygook.
smudging in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes AI is just like it looks like weirdly not English, but kind of. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I use Fiverr. I always hire somebody for my ads because I just want like
Oh, okay.
some like AI really can't beat a human touch, honestly, right now. I feel like a human touch is still superior. Okay, swag. Okay, cool. I mean swag, legit, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the exact same thing, same background. I just put my logo at the
Mm-hmm.
top. But yeah.
Okay. And then can I see your lead form?
So
To the destination. Beautiful. Okay. Swag. And then click next. Like scroll down a bit and then next here. Okay. Yeah, same literally same with that thing.
yeah.
Swag. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So there's that. I think what we have to do now is probably just change the creative. So I think the offer is good. I mean, the offer is good. I think we just got to change the creative a bit. What I would show you, I actually showed I showed Acrom in the course as well. I had a couple of other types of ad creatives that I used. Let me share my screen and show you some more that I used as well. So I not only had that one, but I also had Let me show you. Beautiful. You guys can see this, right?
Yep.
Swag. So then that was the ad that I showed you there. This one here. I also tried this one here as well. This one did pretty well for me. This is more like kind of like the design of what I did for my agency. Had this one as well. I tried this one. This one didn't do so hot, I'll be honest. This one did pretty well as well, specifically. So just different, they're basically very similar, just different types of like ads when it comes down to it. Also, wait, are you doing the full US?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, great. I think okay. Test this. Test your local area.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's what you ran that on this.
I ran
campaign.
this on my local area. So that's Miami. This is.
Oh,
I
right.
think-
Well, I guess yeah. Because what I did was I changed. So like I knew that like I didn't. I changed
Mhm.
literally got rid of the word Miami and just straight up service-based businesses. So if I did
Yeah.
like I live in Wilmington, Delaware. If I put that replace that with Wilmington or the county I'm in,
Yeah.
you think it would work well?
I think it'll work better because that's probably why your CPMs are so high. Because you're like in a huge bidding market. So that's why your CPMs are so high. My CPMs were a lot lower because I was in a local area.
Well, that wouldn't drive them higher because it's
My
even
bad.
less.
Wait, my bad. Other way around. My bad. It will drive them higher. What am I saying?
Okay.
My bad. Okay, so and well, I mean, well then your CPMs will still probably be high, but it would still work. I think try local.
Okay.
Try local.
Okay.
And then what I would do is one great person in this space. I think I told you his name is Stone. His name is Kai Stone. He has Stone Systems.
Mhm.
Look at Stone Systems on the Facebook ad library. His ads are very good. He does video ads. He basically just like he's a very direct. He's just like, hey motherfucker,
Mhm.
like in his ads, like, hey motherfucker, if you're a contractor, like I know people are gonna charge you like $3,000 for a marketing agency. I'm gonna charge you $299 a month, something like that, right? So his ads are very like direct.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can see those types of people being no bullshit. Like they like to see the personality versus like, are you missing calls? Are you not getting leads? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So I would test local, and then I'd also check out his stuff as well. I think that would be your best bet. I think that would help.
Okay. And then the second part to that would be assuming, yeah, I get the leads. I know now I have the text grid number verified. So ideally they fill out the form and then there's the automation that, like you said, I have the SMS, the verification. So text goes to them being like verify your phone number, but also like in general, like the immediate speed to lead, which is I'm telling you before I have to sit here after work with my other monitor right here, just look at it waiting, which is brutal. But so like that one call I had, the dude, the one where there was that weird sister-in-law objection, which was crazy. It was still though he got on the call and was almost you could tell he was kind of like a little kind of put back by he's like, oh well, I saw your ad, I thought it was going to be free. I don't. How do you like? I don't know if that's just you're a sales wizard. Like, how do you get someone who clicks on that ad who's like, I'm getting something for free, to then demonstrate enough value and the rest of the back end to get them to spend money on that call and and on that call, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, this is great. Didn't expect it. Let me think about it.
Exactly. So what I do, bro, is I'm honest. So like when I would call people, excuse me, in the ad, I say it's a free website. But like when I call them, like, hey, look, the website is free, but you have to pay monthly for hosting. Is that okay? Straight up to what's what I do when I call them. What I also do is when I send them text reminders when they book a call, I send them a loom. So I send them a loom kind of explaining what our offer is. Very simple, like a 2 or 3 minute thing. It's like, hey, look, so we give you a free website. However, this website can actually make you more money. And this is exactly how. You know what? I'm going to send you that loom right now. I got you.
Okay. Thank you.
Right now. Because that loom actually saved me a lot. Because a lot of times when you hop on a call, I say, hey, did you watch the loom to kind of explain what we do? And they're like, oh, yeah, I did. Vice, let me see. Loom. Which one is it? Loom. Please tell me this is the right one.
Can you send me that too? Because I gotta make a loom for my funnel as well.
Got you guys. I'll put the link in the chat so you guys can all have it.
Thanks, boss.
No problem. So beautiful. So this is like the free agency free website offer explainer video. So that's what it is. I'll just play a little bit of it to kind of show you what it is.
Mm.
So I explained the chat widget here. I explained here that they can actually book people on their call with the calendar with Go High Level. I explained that I get them better more reviews because we got our client 200 reviews, which is insane over here. And I also explained you don't have to, but I explain our pricing at the end. So I explained how much we cost. Here it was like for 149, 199, 399. So that's basically what the Loom does, kind of warms them up. So that's like saying, hey, it is free, but like this is why, and then kind of walk through it. So be like, hey, look, even on the call, be like, when you call me, like, hey, look, before you hop on the call, please watch the Loom. The Loom explains everything. If you like it, great, let's move forward. And if not, like, no hard feelings. We don't have to hop on the call, right? So they just really warmed up. So really, like it's like a bait and switch. Like I said, you kind of tell them, hey, it's free, but just pay for hosting, and they explain what it is. And once they see it, they're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. And that's kind of like usually how we would close them. But let me put it in the chat so you guys can see and pretty much just copy that as well. No problemo.
So you said you pay for hosting, but then you also explain the missed call text back, the Google review stuff, and then you kind of wrap that all into hosting.
Yeah, exactly. Because when it comes down to it, they're gonna have to you're gonna have to pay hosting anyway. Like no matter what website,
Right.
you have to pay like monthly for hosting. So like, why pay like $20 a month and just pay a little more and actually get customers? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's with that, then that's like how, then when you get someone on the call, at that point, if someone shows up after watching that, you're going to have an insanely high close rate because it's like, why would you be here?
Exactly. Why would you be here? Because you saw the Loom, right? I'd be like, hey, do you see the Loom? And then like, yeah, like, okay, that makes sense. So let me just kind of explain a little more, just like what I would do, and kind of just basically say what the Loom said, but like in a nicer way and stuff. Kind of understand their situation, and then kind of just pitch them from there.
And then the Loom is the Loom sent in an automated fashion as soon as the lead form is filled out or an appointment is booked?
So as soon as an appointment is booked, that's when we send it. So I don't send it until the appointment's booked. So when someone goes through and they become a lead, then what happens is after they become a lead, they go through the landing page where they can book a time. After they book a time, I personally send them to that Loom page, and then I also send them the link in the reminders, in the text reminders, just to make sure they see it, right? So kind of that. And then I also call them and make sure that they say, hey, look, just letting you know, like, this is what it is as well, right? Because, like, I'll be honest, bro, like, people appreciate it when you're really upfront, right? Of course, you need to have some sort of sales, so like some sort of sales, like, how do I say, mystery, right? You don't have to tell them, don't give them the whole thing, but like, just say, hey, look, you know, like, be real, bro. This is what it is. This is what it is. Da, da, da. You could say the price. Sometimes I don't like to say the price, but like you could if you want. It just depends on the type. It just depends. It depends. Because someone pops up and said, how much is it? It's like, well, you know, I can't. Well, let's explain which. Like, so let me explain what the value is before I tell you the price. You feel me?
So then, like, I'm assuming those sales calls, the structure is a little bit different. Like, are you still going through the whole pitch deck again, or are you assuming they watched it?
Yeah, I'm still going through the whole pitch deck again. Yeah.
Okay. And then the same thing applies that lead comes through on this ad. You're still calling them immediately, trying to book them in the calendar, and then that's when they're in the calendar. Then the Loom happens. Okay.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Okay. Because that's because if you're having an issue where you're seeing people are just kind of like super low quality, then I would say add that Loom 100%. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, I think I'm definitely going to give that ad a try with the local area, and make the Loom the video. I think that's the step. So I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
100%. Anytime, bro. Anytime. It's lit. Sounds good. And also, I believe you got that as well, Daryl. And yeah, guys. So I think that's basically it. I mean, hopefully you guys got a lot of value on this call. Love talking to you guys. You're my boys. You know what I'm saying? Of course, if you guys need anything, just hit me up as well. And yeah, dude, I guess I will catch you guys next Sunday then.
Appreciate you, Zach. Until next Sunday.
Sounds good, JT. Sounds good, Daryl. I'll see you guys then. All right.
Later.
See you guys.
Later, guys.